I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I? Now, it's one of those riddles, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think it is. Don't cheat, and I'll let you know the answer later in the video. But right, so hello again, everybody, and welcome back. One today, it's around pirate IPTV. As we know, I can't really say the proper term because YouTube don't like it. IPTV. But yeah, there's been 4 people arrested, 200 cease and desists, and over 500,000 users disrupted. So we're going to have a quick talk about it now. Are you one of the 500,000, or are you curious about what's happening around the streaming world? And here's another streaming news video. Right, so that being said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let's crack on. Right, so if I just jump over to this article here, what we can see is police and Sky Nationwide crackdown with 4 arrested. Now, I'm not going to read absolutely everything because I'm not the best at reading and I don't want to bore you too much. But as always, we just like covering this streaming news stuff. But as we can see, the police say they have carried out nationwide raids against suspected pirate IPTV suppliers in the UK. 4 people have been arrested, and police say that 200 cease and desist notices have been issued to individuals suspected of running illegal streaming services. And a bit of an interesting bit here is very true, where it says, in an effort to make ends meet, many people in the UK are cutting back on luxuries, fewer nights out, or perhaps none at all, downgrading Netflix or even dumping it altogether. And this is a very good point, because subscription television is even more expensive and often demands longer term commitments people simply can't afford. Cheap but illegal streaming services might prove tempting, but it appears that Sky and police in the UK are working hard to limit the supply. So that's a bit of an interesting bit, and one I do agree with. The price of subscription television is absolutely nuts. And it's not just that as well. If you get one service, so whether you're with Sky, Virgin, BT, that doesn't give you every bit of content. You've still got to subscribe to Netflix, Disney Plus, then you've got your Discovery Plus, Apple TV, Prime Video, and the list goes on, and it's simply too expensive. So that's why IPTV is so appealing, and this is what they've got to realise. One interesting bit is officers reportedly searched 4 premises in London, Glasgow, Edinburgh and Stoke. 4 people were arrested on suspicion of involvement in the illegal streaming of premium content, including channels belonging to Sky. During these operations, computer equipment, laptops and phones were also seized. So if you're just a normal user, you're not somebody that sells it, it's not really anything for you to worry about. The people getting arrested and that and charged are the people that are trying to sell it and make profit. But obviously this is something that can disrupt it if you're a customer of theirs. As it goes on to say here, disrupted services, over 500k customers. So the police haven't given the name of any of the services that have been hit, so it's impossible to say what effect the raids may have on the targeted services. That being said, the announcement itself carries enough information to cautiously assess a few things. Officers believe that the illegal streaming services disrupted by the operation had more than 500,000 customers, so that's got to be like a big service, hasn't it? But then it says the word believe obviously removes a level of certainty here, and use of the word disruption could mean that no services were actually shut down. No doubt some media reports will take the 500,000 customers comment and run with it, but nowhere here does it say that 500,000 lost access to one or more services. But then it does go on to say at the end of February, social media chatter showed a significant increase in the people from the UK, particularly in the Midlands and further north, complaining about IPTV services going offline. And then it goes on to say, in addition to the 4 arrests, police say that more than 200 cease and desist notices were delivered to individuals suspected of running illegal streaming services around the country. And then it also does go on to say that these aren't separate services, they're more likely going to be resellers of a single or a couple of services. But as you can see, they are trying to put a little ripple in the water, but is it going to be to any effect? And then it does go on to say that obviously you've got to be cautious about malware warnings and vultures moving in. And this is something you've always got to look out for, because IPTV is so big, you've got to be careful where you're getting it from. Obviously, you're purchasing that, so you're sending them money. So you've got to be careful who you're sending them to. It's got to be kind of reputable. You've got to know that they're going to deliver, but also not just take the money and not give you anything in return. And you are seeing a lot of people advertising on social media, which is an absolute minefield. And for some reason, we can make a video on it, it gets taken down straight away, a video like this just telling you about it. But yet somebody can advertise it on social media. It's mind-baffling. So just be careful if you are looking for it that it doesn't look suspicious. And the answer to the riddle, I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I? The answer is I'm a barber or a hairdresser. Did you get the riddle right? I'll take a look in the comment section down below. I'm enjoying this little riddle thing as well. It's just giving us something to have a chat about. And also, when it comes to IPTV, have you had any issues with it? Do you think you've been affected by this? Do you think it's scaremongering again and it's actually not happened? As always, I like to see your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. Right, so that being said, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da!